Hey everyone, this is Corinne Lafont, your favorite radio host, your only radio host, and favorite girl, of course, broadcasting to you from the lovely island of Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean on Between the Lines. And I always start my show off with gratitude or thankfulness, and I am always grateful because it's just a better space to be in. It turns everything that is negative into positive, and it brings a different perspective to how you see life and the challenges that are before, behind, on the side, anywhere around you. Yeah. And I have a beautiful young lady here with me. She's giving me competition, actually. Yes, she's giving me competition, but that's okay. A little competition is good. A little competition is good. Her name is Winter Harris. Of all the names too, Winter Harris. So besides her being beautiful, she has a beautiful name that you cannot forget. It's one of the seasons. Can you imagine that? Winter Harris. And let me tell you what we're talking about today. Escaping the cycle of loving in fear. If you never thought that you were loving in fear, today you're going to find out if you are and what you need to do about it, how to escape it. Let me tell you a bit about her. Winter Harris delivers a fresh message of hope regarding relationships rooted in truth, realness, understanding, and of course, comedy. She champions healthy relationships by encouraging people to learn who they are and what they desire in a mate, so they can find the love they desire and, most importantly, deserve. With her country twang, fiery personality, and refreshing sense of humor, she's an up-and-coming voice in the relationship community and an outstanding representative of a woman impacting her community and trying to make a difference. She advocates strengthening the family by encouraging individuals to develop healthy relationships with others and themselves, most important, with yourself. Winter is the owner of 2 growing businesses, marketing and communications manager, full-time doctoral student, yay, frequently requested workshop presenter, speaker, gifted singer, and author of 3 books, and her new release, her latest release, Bold, Brave, Beautiful Love, Escaping the Cycle of Loving in Fear, is due out this fall. Winter's proudest accomplishment is being the mother of 4 beautiful children. She doesn't look it at all. I know she's lying. From her previous marriage. So she's divorced, she's single, people. She's single. Well, I just made that up. I hope she's single. Okay? So she's single. Okay, she's single. Did I say that before? She's single. Okay. Welcome to Between the Lines, Winter Single Harris. Welcome to Between the
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you, Winter Single Harris. It's a pleasure to have you. Yes.
I cannot refute the statement, so I just have to roll with it.
Roll with it, girl. Roll with it. She's beautiful. She's bold. She's brave. You see this? She shaved the side of her head, so you know what is coming at you. Okay. All right. Be prepared, man. Be prepared. Be prepared. Just telling you. You cannot say you never heard it on Between the Lines. Okay. Welcome again, Winter, to Between the Lines. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, so let's get rolling. Loving and fear. No.
Yes.
Love and fear, I don't know if it really goes together. I know, I think it does. There's a fear in love because just to love is a fearful thing. It means to say that you're vulnerable, you're putting your heart out there, you're trusting, you're opening yourself to someone else. Yeah?
Correct.
You're allowing someone else into your heart, into your soul, into your mind, into your body, into your space,
yes,
into your life. So there's a major vulnerability in there. And some of us, when we have been hurt, it's difficult to open up all those different avenues, roads, paths again to someone else for the fear of being hurt again and again and again. I have personally been through it. We all have been through it. I don't think there's anybody who hasn't been. So I take back my statement of whether there's fear in love. Yes, I take it back. So loving in fear, but loving in fear is another thing.
Yes,
There is fear in love, but
absolutely.
loving in fear is what I want to understand. What you mean by loving in fear? Explain that to me.
So just like you graciously explained, fear is a natural human emotion. It's something that comes with us from the time we're born. It's something we are aware of. We're built with an innate sense of fight or flight. There's that fear factor. When we become scared, we fight back or we run. It keeps
Mhm.
us safe. However, when we love in fear, that means we don't lead with a heart of openness. We lead with our hearts closed.
Mhm.
And so it prevents us from experiencing true vulnerability, like you mentioned. It prevents us from experiencing true intimacy. If you're fearful and you're loving in fear, it's impossible to really allow someone the opportunity to get to know you, because you're always guarded. You're always just thinking of the worst that could happen, and you're not taking time to really enjoy the moment. Love is always a journey. And when we're so focused on how it's going to end, we miss the preciousness and the enjoyment of the journey, being present in the now. So that's the difference. Fear is not bad. It's the action that continuously guides us from day to day that makes fear such a challenging hill to overcome for a lot of us, especially like you mentioned, when we've been hurt. If we've experienced hurt, our natural inclination is to want to guard and protect ourselves. But if we ever want to experience the love that we desire and deserve, we have to break down those walls of fear and be open to letting another person in.
I am going to make a point here. I never really, I'm a person who, I don't judge people like that.
Mhm.
I take them as you come. You have to really show yourself to me. But if I just meet you, I'm not going to just decide, ooh, you're an evil person. No,
Right.
I'm right. You really have, and I'm going to give you a chance after chance after chance. My intuition, female intuition is very strong.
Yes.
And I'm Virgo, so it's even stronger in me. I have been reading up on this Virgo season. I've been reading up a lot about myself and my astrology and stuff like that, and it's extremely strong in a Virgo. I don't know about the other signs, but it's extremely strong. And I normally go out, when I meet people, and I take people at the value that they put forward there. So I don't think that I go out with a fear. I
Hmm.
make myself vulnerable. I'm always willing to share about myself. And I've discovered that I share a bit too much about myself. That I realize in my experience that I don't learn much about the other person. They know more about me. They learn more about me. And at the end of the day, when I check myself, I'm like, hold up. What do I know about this person? They know more about
Right.
me, that they're able to use it as ammunition to manipulate and control, and
Yes.
abuse can come in, and all sorts of things come in there, because remember, this vulnerability, you're opening yourself to someone.
Yes.
And that is something that I want to be able to, I don't want to use the word warn, but allow somebody to learn from my experience. don't
Yes.
don't open yourself too much. I don't think it's a matter of guarded winter, but we have to be able to, it's our heart. It's one
Yes.
heart we have. One we have. We don't borrow it. We can't go into the cupboard and change it. It's not
True.
in a store. It's not. It's one heart we have. And as much as they say that it's broken, not really physically, but the pain,
Right.
And after being hurt, yes, that is where the guarded comes in. I
Hmm.
said to myself, no, I can't be allowing my heart to be crushed and manipulated and destroyed and stuff like that by every and anybody. I have to guard it. And I think I would prefer to say boundaries. I had to set boundaries. Not a
Yes.
matter of guarded where I put up fence and brick wall. I have to set boundaries to say, hey, this is me, and you are not going to cross that.
Yes.
I will allow you so far and no more.
Yes.
And you have to earn the right to
Hmm.
come beyond that. You have to earn it. You have to earn it, and you have to go through, a sort of Olympic kind of, the kind of Olympic 4-year preparation,
Right.
and even the prior to the 4-year preparation, you have to go through that kind of Olympic thing. before you can decide to even get on the stage of the Olympics. Okay?
Yes.
Because I
Well,
am the prize. I am the prize winner.
yes. Yes, you are. And we have to remember, because I tend to be an oversharer, and I think sometimes it's the Southerner in us. We don't meet
Yes,
strangers. We share, we're open, we're
yes.
friendly. But we also have to remember that love is transactional, right? And if you ever find yourself investing more than the other person is investing on
Mhm.
a consistent basis, then you are loving at the expense of yourself. And
Yes.
loving at the expense of yourself is too expensive.
Th-
That is something that I always try to challenge
We
the
don't need to
people
say
that I,
anything more. Winter, let's finish the show. That's it. That's it. We don't that's it. Show finish. I mean right?
it's true.
Yeah,
It's true. It's too
yeah.
expensive. If
It's too
I'm the only
expensive.
person giving, if I'm the only person sharing, if I'm the only person investing, I mean, it's the reason why banks are very careful about who they choose to invest and loan money to. Why are you freely giving your heart without checking whether or not the person has the credibility to protect it?
But look at that. Look at that, Winter. You mentioned the banks, and that's an
Yes.
institution that protects
Yes.
their investment, and
Absolutely.
they put you through hell to even get a damn loan.
Yes.
Huh?
But your heart is precious. Like you said, we only get one. We don't get another one. So why are we not more conscious? And this is the challenge with loving and fear. Because what we tend to do when we love and fear, we think that we are guarding and protecting the investment of our heart in a healthy way, but typically it's unhealthy, right?
Hmm.
That's not fair to the other person, and it's not fair to yourself. Setting boundaries, I'm so happy that you mentioned that. Setting boundaries is out of protection for yourself and the other person.
Yes.
It's setting the pace and the course of your relationship journey. So you're both, not just you, but you're both able to monitor where this thing is going. And if you both are making a mutual effort to develop the consistency
Yes.
and the intimacy that is required to establish a safe place for you both to be vulnerable.
And you have
That
to,
is, go
yeah.
ahead.
And in doing that, you are able to look at the situation because of those same boundaries. Just like you said, the boundaries is, you remember, boundaries is set between you and the person. So you are not going
Yes,
across, they are not coming across. You are able to
absolutely.
look from a certain distance, they are able to stand at a certain distance and look in. And you are able to assess, look, I don't think this is going to work. Winter,
Yes,
I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to protect you from me, and vice versa.
yes,
And you have that conversation early up. And you must be strong enough as a woman or even as a man to
yes,
say, this is not going to work. Before it even turns into something more disastrous down the road.
yes.
Yeah.
So, you know
But
what?
you
I make
have to, but hold on, you have to be, it's, beside being strong enough, you have to acknowledge within yourself.
yes,
Acknowledge within yourself because I have realized, and I've been watching a lot of women, and it includes myself. We all have been through it. It's not to make us look bad or to bring us down. It comes from a lack of self-love.
yes,
There's too much neediness,
yes.
Winter.
Oh, goodness,
It's
yes,
like if we damn desperate. What is it that you feel this man will complete you? He will make you who I hold by myself. I don't need
yes.
you. I
It's
am
so true.
I am whole by myself. I don't need you. And you know the thing that I go through, Winter, and I'm sure you have gone through it, and there are women who will be listening to this who go through. Even men, when you stand up and you sound confident like this, they watch you and they're like, oh, you don't need me. You can stand on your own, or you're an independent woman and you feel you're all that. Yes, I am all that. Yes, I am all that. I am going to agree with you. Yes, I am all that. Okay? And I am
Yes,
stepping down to your standards to meet you down there. You must meet me up here. You must
yes.
actually be more than me so that I could aspire to meet you up there. What is going on, Winter? What is going on?
So this is such a great point, and it leads me to a section in a book where I address when we love and fear, love becomes an audition. So this is where we lack the self-confidence to actually believe that we can be the star of the show. We believe that every person we come in contact with, we have to audition to earn their love and respect.
Is that
But
so?
absolutely, because listen, we're fearful of not having anyone. That's what it
Uh-huh.
boils down to.
Really?
A lot of women, yes, a lot of women who struggle with self-love are basically chasing after men or throwing themselves at men because they don't believe they have what it takes to attract men on their
Really?
own,
Oh,
and they
but then
don't have the confidence to believe that they're worth it. So I'm telling you, they begin to
okay.
audition for love. And love is not an audition. I am worthy to be the star. If you're not willing to pay full price to to purchase this, I'm good on it. I'm good. I don't get any. Yes,
I'm high end. I'm high end. I'm the brand that you can't afford.
absolutely, absolutely. And I just said, last week when I was speaking to some young ladies, I said, one thing you'll never see is Louis Vuitton offer discounts.
Yeah.
We don't expect them to offer discounts. We go in there with the intention of paying full price because we know there's not a sale going on.
Hello.
So I said,
you don't go in Louis Vuitton and say, could you give me a discount? You don't even dare utter it because everybody hears you. They'll be like, wrong store, sweetie, wrong store.
Yes, absolutely. So why do we show up to a relationship already offering discounts? And what person would pay full price if you're going to give it to them for half price?
Oh my God, end the show right now. End the show right now, Winter. End the show right now. This look. We're talking about escaping from loving in fear. And the loving in fear, I'm talking to you here now. And here's what my spirit is telling me. The loving in fear is not a matter of loving another person in fear. It's loving yourself in fear.
Absolutely.
It has nothing to do with anybody else.
Absolutely.
It's loving yourself in fear. Because if you don't love yourself first and love yourself enough and know the value that you place on yourself, then you are actually giving people permission and allowing them to put the price on you.
Yes.
They could decide they will hang you up and put a price of $10, a discount, and run you for sale.
Absolutely. I've never been to an expensive store that's offered me a discount and said, oh, no, I'll prefer to pay full price for that. No, I'm going to take the discount. And that's why a lot of us are frustrated because we've given these discounts. Now we've decided that we're worth full price and we want the person to pay full price now. And they're like, absolutely not. You've already given me the discount.
That's right.
So this is where it becomes our responsibility to know our worth and know our value in a way that says, you know what? I'm worthy. It doesn't matter what you feel. And if you pay discount and I gave you the discount, shame on me. But I value myself in this moment enough to walk away and find someone that's willing to pay full price and honor and value the jewel that I am, because I honor and value the jewel that I am. This is the struggle that we see in our society today. There's not enough people who honor themselves. And of course, you're going to continue to love in fear. You're going to continue to be frustrated in your relationships because you don't understand your own worth and value. So therefore we go seek to be validated by other people. You're going to seek to be validated by men as a woman. You're going to seek to be validated by women as a man. It's not just a woman thing. It's men who walk around here loving in fear of commitment. Well, why can't you commit to one woman? What is the issue with that? A lot of times we got to start with ourselves. We have to address what is making us fearful in love and fearful in these places that we seem to can't get out of and we feel stuck in. But it starts with not being stuck internally before we can ever exercise not being stuck outside of ourselves.
You are a young, beautiful woman with 4 kids. You are divorced.
Yes.
You're divorced. And I'm going to get personal here. You know I'm going to get personal here because it's all about getting personal. So
absolutely.
When did you decide that you really need to start loving yourself and appreciate? Is it because of the relationship and the divorce? Because sometimes it takes something to really jolt you.
Yes.
To recognize, hold on, I have been discounting myself. And I know my value is more than this. Tell me what was it turnaround for you? Because your story is going to resonate with a lot of women and men out there. And there are a lot of young women. You have kids, and I'm sure you have girls as part of the 4. And you have right? So it's your responsibility as the mother and the parent to make sure you teach your children and the
Right.
children that will be listening to this, and young women and men, that you have to value you. So let
Yes.
me share with me just a bit of what
Yes.
happened with you that made you so passionate at this point in time, and to write a book on it.
Yes. So, oh gosh. So I was married to a former NFL player for
Oh
15
Jesus.
years.
Mm.
Yes. And so I was a typical statistic when it comes to a professional sports marriage. My marriage ended because of infidelity.
Yeah.
And so it took me 8 years after I found out about the first incident to leave, because I did have young children. I was a young mom. However, I remember going through therapy, and my therapist said to me, Winter, when are you going to give yourself permission to get off this roller coaster?
Oh Jesus.
It absolutely changed my life. I realized I was only stuck on this roller coaster because I was fearful. And at least on the roller coaster, I knew what to expect.
Yeah.
We can get so comfortable in dysfunction that
Yeah.
dysfunction becomes normal.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, dysfunction had become my normal.
That's
I
how you
was
know.
fearful.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was fearful of expecting something different. And I'm telling you, her comments changed my life. I made a decision after the last incident that I found out that he was unfaithful, that I wasn't going to fight him. I didn't care anymore. I was going to value myself, because I had learned at that point that I was still worthy. No matter what I had experienced and what I had allowed in the past, that in that moment I was worthy. And if I had to crawl before I had to walk,
Oh
that it
yeah.
was worth it,
Yeah.
because I was walking into a better place and a better future for myself, not only for myself, but for my kids, and establishing with my daughters that, you know what, I don't care how much a man makes. I don't care how comfortable your lifestyle is.
Yeah.
It does not matter your place in society. You always deserve to be honored, and you don't have to devalue yourself for the sake of $1 to earn that honor and respect. So I'm grateful that I set the example for them. They just told me recently, which is so crazy that we're talking about this, both my oldest son and my oldest daughter, I was in the car with them, and they both said, Mom, thank you for breaking the cycle. We appreciate your sacrifice for us.
Oh my God, that is to bring you to tears. Winter, that is to bring you to tears. There's no amount of money that could pay you for that. Oh my God.
And so in that moment, it became worth it. Was it easy? No, I had to rebuild my life and start over with 4 kids. And it has been the hardest and the single most greatest experience of my life. I am a totally different woman. I'm confident. I love my life. I'm passionate about, what I do. I'm passionate about the people I get to, speak into and impact. It is such an amazing thing when we truly understand who we are, and we truly understand the importance of self-value and self-worth in a way that we're willing to walk away from what we know and what's comfortable and what would have been easy, because there's plenty of women that are still staying in these situations. But I'm telling you, sometimes you got to take fear by the horns and do it scared. And I'm telling you, it has been an amazing experience and has completely changed my life. And I'm so grateful. So that is my story. That's how I ended up here. I have a lot of experience of escaping the cycle of loving and fear, but I'm telling you, my life is amazing right now because I finally conquered it. And that's what we have to get to, conquering it. It's not something we can't conquer. And if we keep believing those lies, we'll stay stuck forever. But there's so much life. Life is short. Make it great. It's too short.
Stop believing in the lies. There are a lot of people, and I say people to include both male and female, that are stuck in the fear because they are fearful of the unknown. They love the roller coaster because that's what they're used to. They know they know exactly where the turns are, the dips, the parts, the scream, the whatever. They know exactly when it's coming. They know. Hey, they know. So they're afraid of a new roller coaster ride that may be so much more fun. They don't know. They're afraid to switch.
True.
They're afraid to switch, or probably even taking the Ferris wheel, the slow on the shore. Going around. They're just afraid. And I want you to share even one thing that you would say to someone who is stuck in that fear. What would you say to that person? Let's say a woman is watching you now. A
Mhm.
woman is watching you now, or a man. What is the one thing that you would say to that person who is stuck? And that one thing you say may resonate with them, to say, just like how the one thing your therapist said to you, what would be the one thing that you can say to that person? I know I'm putting you on the spot. That you can say, yeah, I know I'm putting you on the spot. That you can say to that individual to make them stay up late tonight, not sleep, and be wondering, yes, Winter said something to me.
Yes.
Queen and Winter push my buttons, I cannot sleep. What is it that you're going to say to that individual who is in fear and want to come out, but they don't know how?
Yes. The first thing I would say is, what do you not believe about yourself that makes you think that you are not worthy of
Oh my
better than
God.
where you are?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You are worthy, and do it scared.
Mm. Oh
You
God.
don't need to know
You
what
are
the
worthy and
next,
do it scared.
do it scared. Because listen, we may not ever get to the point where we do things where we're completely void of fear. Do it scared. Do it. I am the voice telling you to do it anyway.
Do
Take the
it
leap,
anyway.
take the jump,
Yeah.
do it scared. You are worthy of so much more.
Shaking and shivering. Shaking and shivering. Because you will be shaking and shivering.
Yes.
I'm
Do
telling
it
you.
scared.
You
It's
will be
worth it.
shaking and shivering. Let me tell you. You wouldn't know where the next dollar coming from. You don't know where you're sleeping. Let me throw out the worst case scenario. You don't know.
Yes.
Your friends turn their back on you. Your family turn their back on you. You don't know. You just have no idea. You may have kids.
Yes.
You don't know. Do it scared. Let me
Do
tell
it
you,
scared.
it's you're going to have such an amazing story to tell when you look
Yes.
back. When you look back, because you will be able to look back. You will look back, and you're going to say, "Jesus, how did I make it? It was only you. It
Yes.
was only you." Oh my God, Winter, do it scared,
Do it scared.
because the fear is not going to leave you. You know.
No. No, when we're used to doing something for so long,
Yeah.
it is a scary, scary thing to step out into the deep ocean of the unknown. It's because we can't see where the end is, right?
No, no.
But
You're just in
sometimes it's
water.
not
You're
right.
just
But
seeing sea.
sometimes it's
Yeah.
not for us to see what the end is. The real test and the real test of our faith is being able to actually step outside of the boat of comfort and just do it scared.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, some of us are robbing ourselves of the opportunity to walk on water. Some of us are
Oh
water
my
walkers,
God. No
and we don't
winter.
realize.
No,
I'm
no
telling you,
winter. No winter. No.
we yes, we don't even realize that we're robbing ourselves
Of
of the
walking
miracle of
on
walking on
water.
water because
Winter, what are you saying? Winter, what are you saying? You have my paws raising.
I'm telling you,
Listen,
because
you're preaching here. We are rubbing. Look, no. Now, Winter, hold on 1 minute here. Hold on, hold on.
yes,
Let me, just you hold on 1 second. One second. No, hold on a second, Winter. Winter, we are robbing ourselves of walking on water.
yes,
You have said a lot of things here today, but you see that statement? Because we have the power to.
yes,
We have the power to.
yes, we do.
Winter, I don't know what to tell you again. I'm serious. I'm really, I really, and a man starts up with his waka deciding to cut grass at this point. I don't know if you're hearing him. I don't know.
I don't.
That's the devil trying to interrupt, but God is good. We
Yes,
have the power to walk on water, and we are robbing ourselves. So let me tell you, that's a message you're telling the woman that's listening to this or will be listening to this. And this message is going to come to you just when you need it. I'm
yes.
saying it now. I don't even know the date. What is the date today? September 1.
September 1st.
September 1, 2019. You may not be listening to this until September 1, 2020. That is when you are to get the message. I don't care. Whenever you listen to this is when you get the message. That is meant for you. And you will
Yes.
contact Winter Harris and you will contact Corinne Lafort. God bless us to be alive. For you to
Yes.
reach out to us and say, thank you. You changed my life with that statement. Winter Harris, you're a beautiful young woman with
Thank
4
you.
lovely children. And one of the things while we round up the show, because I want to feature your website and your book, but before we go to that, you know, we were talking off air before I started recording this. And you
Yes.
said, you know, it's great to smile and to, you know, I was telling you how beautiful you are. And, you know, I tell people these things every day. I meet male, female, I tell people, children, babies, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not threatened by that. You know, my ego, I don't even know if I have such a thing called ego, really. I am not threatened or intimidated or any such thing because I know who I am and I know who I am in God. And
Yes.
we are all perfect and we are all blessed. And, you know, I'm looking at you and somebody will say, oh, it's easy for you to get a man. See how beautiful you are? Yeah, you're young and beautiful and fresh. Yeah, you still have baby written all over you. Nobody's going to want me kind of a thing. You know, or some people may look at you and say, but you're a young girl. You know, you're intelligent, educated. Come on, you're a doctoral student for Christ's sake. Okay? You know, why you don't have a man? Why you don't have a man? Something wrong with you? What do you do? How do you answer something like that?
I get that question a lot.
I know.
Single is not an indication of disease, of any less purpose. You know, I would rather be sure than sorry. That's the season that I'm in.
Yeah.
And so because I have been married before, I'm extremely cautious. I don't want to just make the leap just because. I want to make the leap because it's worth it and it's a sound decision.
Yeah.
And so right now I am completely in love with my purpose.
Yes.
And it's a passion for me. And I have to meet someone that equals my purpose in a way that makes it worth it to direct my attention away from my purpose towards them. And so being equally yoked, I know that sounds taboo, but it's so true. I want to make sure I'm with someone that's in line and in sync with where I'm going, because I am moving at a rapid pace in a direction right now. And so other than that, I'm content with winter. Winter is in a sweet spot right now. And I'm telling you, I love myself in a way that it's taken a long time to get here. And I tell people, my latest saying is, you don't get the right to break what you didn't build. And so if you're not here to build me up, you sure don't get the right to break it. So
I actually have that as my WhatsApp status. You didn't make me, so you can't break me.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Yes.
You didn't make me, so you can't break me. So try your best. Try your best. Yeah,
I'm telling you, you don't get the right.
No, I am made and powered by God. I am made by God. So the only person who could break me is God, and I know He's not breaking me. He's here to build me, because that's what He's about. So
absolutely,
you any man on earth trying to do that, you have to go through my Father.
Yes.
You have to go through my Father. And if you know, as a friend said to me, you know, if you're not in love with Jesus more than me, then don't come in my space.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Keep me alone.
Walking. Keep walking.
Leave me alone.
You have to love Jesus more than you love me. That is just to tell you
where
I fall. I'm not even asking you to love me a lot, you know. Love Jesus first, and then I come second. So I know my place, but you must also know your place. You need to be in love with Jesus more than me. And if you're not there, keep stepping.
Yes, I completely agree. That's why I'm single.
Oh, yeah.
That's why, you know, life is really great. I tell people this all the time. Life with winter is great. Yes. So you really got to give me a reason to feel like you belong in this greatness. I don't.
Winter,
give me a reason.
Winter, you're causing a revolution. They're not going to talk to us.
Give me a reason. You know, women are so special. We're so special. We have so much love to give, and we typically adjust to be in love well.
Yeah.
So my thing is that if you love Jesus first, you know how to love me well, and I will adjust to the love that you're giving me.
That's right.
So until I find a man that can love me well and love me with the love of Christ, winter is good with winter.
We're good. We're good. We're good. And with that, I'm going to switch over to your website. Let me just grab a page. Tell me the website.
Yes, it's.
I can get over to it quickly.
Yes, it's thewinterharris.com.
thewinterharris.com.
Yes.
All right. I don't think I spelled that correctly, so hold on. The Winter Harris. Yes. And it's Harris?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I got it. All right. Let me see if I can make the switch here. Where is the share button? Very good. Very good. There we are.
That's me.
Such a cool website. Look at you in your tear-up jeans.
Yes. I'm usually in a dress, so jeans are a departure for me. I love dresses.
Nice.
I'm definitely a lady.
Yes, I'm into dresses. I have opened up my feminine side of late.
This is great.
Yes, I've opened my feminine side, but I love jeans. So, we're on your website. Is there anything free that you're giving away here, or consultation, anything at all?
So if they will go on my website, first page, it says Work with Winter. If you click on Work with Winter, you can actually keep scrolling, keep going.
Yeah. Work with Winter. Yes.
Yes. So book. So if you go to, let's see, that little highlight where it says get more information or sign up. That's a freebie. It'll tell you what to do to schedule your free consultation with me. And so we'll just kind of go over some needs assessments if you're interested in any sort of relationship coaching, but the consultation is free. You get free 30 minutes of my time to ask me anything. You don't have to purchase. You don't have to buy anything. You literally just get to talk with me. And let me tell you, I hear from both men and women. So my audience actually 58% male. So I get a lot of questions from men, but
I wonder why, Winter. I wonder why.
Yeah, I try to establish a system of honor and respect so I don't get too much foolishness, but you know, they show up regardless sometimes. But yeah, you can get the free consultation if you email me, and I definitely be willing to offer that. If you purchase the book, it's free shipping and a free gift right now if you purchase through Labor Day.
Hold on.
Yeah, free. Yes, so if you pre-order, there's a special going on. You'll get a free gift, and I will sign it and ship it for free. So that is also available as well.
Nice. Bold, brave, beautiful love. Nice.
Yes. I'm excited. I think this is my best work, and I'm just, it comes out on my birthday, September 26th. I'm a Libra.
Oh, and so you just missed it. You just missed it. I need to speak to your mother.
So my mother's a Virgo.
Nice.
My mother, her birthday was last Sunday. She's a Virgo.
My birthday was August 27th, which was last week, I think. Yes.
Yes, you were last Tuesday. So my mom is the 25th of August.
So then I need to kick you off my show and bring your mother on. That's what I need to do.
Yes.
You're not supposed to be on my show. I need to talk to your mother.
I know. She's awesome.
You actually, just missed it. She must be so sweet.
She's wonderful. My baby girl has a birthday on Thursday, and her name is Autumn, and she's a Virgo. Yes, she's a Virgo.
Are you following in your footsteps, Winter and then Autumn? What is going on?
I know, but my oldest daughter does not have a season. We completely did something different, but Autumn did get the season, so her name is Autumn Grace.
Autumn Grace, nice.
Autumn Grace, yes.
Yes, I like this. So this is awesome. So I want people to try and get a copy of this. Pick up a copy because it's going for free right now, right?
So it's not free. It's a pre-order, but it's free shipping, free signature, and free gift. Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. It's worth it.
Yes.
And of course, make contact with Winter. Yes.
Absolutely. Get your free consultation.
30 minutes to spend with her, even if it's to make up a question. Just make up a
Make
question.
up a question, yes.
Make up a question and just reach out to her. Find an excuse. And of course,
Absolutely.
yes, and you can say that you heard of her on Between the Lines so that she knows
Yes.
you're here. Yes.
Please.
And
Yes.
tell her you're just looking for an excuse to speak with her. You never know. You just never know.
Oh,
My
goodness.
goodness, Winter, this has been a pleasure. This is why I don't do preset questions on my show. People ask me, what are the questions? I'm like, why? I don't do that.
Right.
I love conversational, even when I
Yes.
write, even when my books, my articles, everything is conversational because it pours out of me from my heart. It's not
Yes.
preset and robotic. I don't like that, you know?
I love it. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for having me. This has been great.
Yes,
Great.
walk on water, girl. Walk on water.
Yes.
Walk on water. That is going to remain with me. I'm telling you, walk on water. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much, Winter, for being on
Thank you.
the lines. I look forward to having you again.
Thank you.
And
Yes,
all the
please have me
success.
back. I would love to be back.
Yes, and all the success with your upcoming book. I am,
Thank you.
you know, I really wish you all the best. And your kids, happy family
Yes.
life. Live, and do everything with joy. If something doesn't bring
Yes.
you joy, don't do it.
I agree wholeheartedly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.